Kevin Costner has finally spoken out about John Dutton's shocking death in Yellowstone, and his reaction might not be what fans expected. Addressing the backlash and buzz over the character's sudden exit, Costner shared his take on how it went down, and why he hasn't watched the episode. Could this bring the closure fans are hoping for? Yellowstone is losing the plot. This is almost too much to believe. Yellowstone, once the crown jewel of modern Western drama, has become nothing more than the Taylor Sheridan show. The writer isn't content with killing off the lead character or forever altering the fate of his most beloved series. No, that wasn't enough. This week, he's practically the star of his own story. Yellowstone doesn't just take a detour to Sheridan's Bosque Ranch in Texas during this episode. It plants itself there, staking its claim as if the Bosque Ranch logo is now more sacred than the iconic Y brand of the Dutton family ranch. This penultimate episode of the entire series revolves entirely around Sheridan's character, Travis Wheatley, a horse trainer. Last week, Travis delivered the devastating blow. John Dutton is dead. As if killing Kevin Costner's character off-screen in a bathroom wasn't enough of a gut punch, Sheridan twists the knife deeper with what comes next. The chaos surrounding Yellowstone's downfall feels like a script written in real time. Costner and Sheridan's reported feud last summer left fans guessing who was to blame for steering the show into these murky waters. While Costner has kept his digs subtle, throwing shade in satellite radio interviews, Sheridan appears to be playing out his grievances on screen for everyone to see. But here's the kicker. The worst part of it all? Beth, a fiery and complex character portrayed by Kelly Reilly, is reduced to begging Sheridan's Travis for help. She even ventures to Bosque Ranch and during a game of poker, nearly strips for him to secure his assistance with selling their horses. As if that weren't humiliating enough, she delivers flirty lines like, "You are such a fucking asshole. It is almost attractive." Beth Dutton, one of television's strongest female leads, is reduced to this? Twice, Sheridan's character takes center stage, riding horses and partying with half-naked women. The entire episode feels like an exercise in self-aggrandizement as Sheridan builds a rockstar cowboy mythology for himself within his own universe. Even Rip, Beth's husband, and one of the show's most steadfast characters, gets dragged into this farce. When Beth questions his friendship with Travis, Rip shares a nostalgic tale of how Travis once fought for him during a bar brawl. It's as if every character has been enlisted to prop up Sheridan's on-screen persona. This isn't the first time Sheridan has inserted himself into his own shows. Fans saw the warning signs when he appeared extensively as a Delta Force operator in the Lioness Season 2 finale, playing the hero who saves the day. Now, with Yellowstone, he's taken the same approach, turning himself into the series' own Deus Ex Machina. John Dutton is dead, most likely at the hands of Sheridan's pen. This episode even features the character's funeral, a somber reminder of how far the series has fallen. As Casey, played by Luke Grimes, tells Beth that they might have to give away the Yellowstone ranch to save it, the lingering fear remains. Sheridan may very well crown himself the savior of the series. All we can hope is that Casey passes the ranch to anyone, literally anyone, who isn't played by Taylor Sheridan. Yellowstone fans have no hopes, however. You see, Sheridan set himself up for a lifetime of condemnation when he decided to be petty and handled Kevin Costner's exit disgracefully. The beloved family patriarch became a mere device for Sheridan's entangled plot, which still hasn't smoothened out even now. There are only a handful of episodes left till Yellowstone allegedly goes off the screen forever. And it's just weird that Sheridan isn't trying to tie up some loose ends. Instead, he keeps opening Pandora boxes. Now, we are grappling with Sarah Atwood's murder, which, well, we should have seen coming, perhaps. But fans believe that Sheridan is driving the Yellowstone universe to insanity. And maybe Kevin Costner was right not to trust the show's creator during their highly public feud. Let's jog your memory once again. How the feud went down. At first, there was a glimmer of hope. Back in 2023, during a Paley Fest panel, Keith Cox, the head of scripted content for MTV Entertainment Studios, showed up with what sounded like good news. The kind you only get when there's drama brewing. What I can say is that our star, the face of our show, and our executive producer are very confident he is going to continue with our show, Cox shared. But that optimism didn't last long. On May 3, 2023, Entertainment Tonight dropped the bombshell. Kevin Costner wasn't coming back after Season 5. Initially, this just meant he'd still be around for the yet-to-be-filmed second half of Season 5, assuming they could work out a schedule. Fast forward to September 2023, and Puck reported that before the Hollywood strikes, Costner had actually shown interest in returning to wrap up his character's storyline. He reportedly sat down with Yellowstone creator Taylor Sheridan to discuss appearing in the second half of the season. The catch? Sheridan had already written most of those episodes without John Dutton in the mix. Unsurprisingly, their talks went nowhere. Then, in a surprise twist almost a year later on April 11, 2024, Costner floated the idea of returning once again. It was confusing to say the least. "I thought I was going to make 7 seasons, but right now we're at 5, he told Entertainment Tonight while promoting his movie Horizon. So how it works out, I hope it does, but they've got a lot of different shows going on. Maybe it will. Maybe this will circle back to me. If it does, and I feel really comfortable with it, I'd love to do it." By then, the drama didn't sound very exciting. 2 frequent collaborators were feuding over their busy schedules. Sounded like an average Tuesday in Hollywood, but then the cracks became much deeper. Even the media pundits began to ask, was it all about scheduling? Sort of. Costner explained to GQ in May 2024 that the show's production schedule often ran late, which became a major issue for him. "We very rarely started when we said we would, and we didn't finish when we said we would," he shared. Yellowstone's team proposed shooting schedules that clashed with his plans for Horizon, a project he wasn't willing to compromise on. "I think there was a belief that I couldn't get it mounted," Costner added, "but I didn't really care what anybody believed." Scheduling wasn't the only issue, though. According to Costner, scripts for the second half of Season 5 never materialized. "The scripts never came," he told GQ. "They still haven't shot it as far as I know. And so then at one point, they said to me that we don't have an ending or anything." He even offered to film John Dutton's death scene during a free week in his schedule. But things didn't pan out. Originally, he had hoped to film 3 more seasons, but scheduling conflicts and creative disputes made that impossible. The drama behind the scenes. The drama didn't stop at scheduling conflicts. According to Puck, Costner made some significant demands, including higher pay, a shorter filming schedule, and script approval rights. Given that Sheridan writes Yellowstone scripts solo, he wasn't too thrilled about this. Tensions escalated, leading Paramount to pull the plug on negotiations. Costner's behavior didn't help matters either. He had already negotiated tight shooting windows for Season 5, but when he contracted COVID-19, he reportedly counted his sick time as part of his filming schedule. This forced the cast and crew to reschedule expensive shoots, which frustrated many, including his co-stars. Meanwhile, on the personal front, things weren't going well for Costner. Just a day after the news broke that he was leaving Yellowstone, his wife of 18 years, Christine, filed for divorce. It is with great sadness that circumstances beyond his control have transpired which have resulted in Mr. Costner having to participate in a dissolution of marriage action, his rep told Entertainment Tonight. By September 1st, during a child support hearing, Costner revealed that he had wanted to return for a 6th season of Yellowstone. However, negotiations fell apart due to creative disagreements and a lower pay offer. He also hinted at potential legal action over unpaid compensation for Season 5's second half, stating, "I will probably go to court over it." Not to spoil any fun, but so far, Costner hasn't dragged anyone to the court. We think he decided he couldn't manage to pay his lawyers a lot amid his already expensive divorce. But we can't confirm or deny such possibilities if he wants to stir the pot after Yellowstone ends. All we know is that Costner has managed to drag Sheridan through the mud. Especially after how John Dutton got killed, It is possible that the show creator's public image might not ever recover. And well, it seems like Sheridan is playing it cool. Almost. What about Sheridan? Taylor Sheridan, Yellowstone's creator, has mostly kept things polite in public. My opinion of Kevin as an actor hasn't altered. He told The Hollywood Reporter in June 2024, "His creation of John Dutton is symbolic and powerful, and I've never had an issue with Kevin that he and I couldn't work out on the phone." Still, he acknowledged that things got messy once lawyers stepped in. Once lawyers get involved, then people don't get to talk to each other and start saying things that aren't true, Sheridan said. He took a lot of this on the chin, and I don't know that anyone deserves it. Horizon seems to be a great priority to him, and he wants to shift focus. I sure hope the movie is worth it, and that it's a good one. Paramount, meanwhile, played it safe. Kevin has been a big part of Yellowstone's success, they told GQ. While we had hoped that we would continue working with him, unfortunately, we could not find a window that worked for him, all the other talent, and our production needs in order to move forward together. We respect that Kevin has prioritized his new film series, and we wish him the best. Costner's ambitious Horizon project looms large in this saga. He believed that filming for Season 5 would be completed by 2022, but Sheridan missed deadlines due to his many other commitments. Costner, eager to focus on his Civil War-era film series, couldn't afford further delays. Horizon isn't just any film for Costner. He's directing, co-writing, producing, and starring in the 4-part saga. The first 2 installments premiered in the summer of 2024. Horizon, Chapter 1 on June 28th and Chapter 2 on August 16th. The films garnered mixed reactions. At Cannes, Horizon Chapter 1 reportedly received a 10-minute standing ovation, though there were walkouts during its 3-hour runtime. Despite the applause, the movie struggled at the box office, earning only $38 million against its $50 million budget. Whether Horizon will prove worth the sacrifices remains to be seen. All we know is that according to the consensus, the killing of John Dutton was a bad idea, and Yellowstone is in ruins now. And trust me when we say this, Kevin Costner has much to say about this saga. When Kevin Costner let it rip. Kevin Costner didn't hold back when discussing his fallout with Yellowstone in a revealing interview with Deadline. The actor described feeling outright betrayed by the production team. "I have taken a beating from those fucking guys," he admitted, adding that he had made Yellowstone his top priority despite the chaos behind the scenes. To insinuate anything else would be wrong. Costner revealed that disorganization plagued the show, with creator Taylor Sheridan juggling too much. "They were doing a tap dance," he said, "and I don't know why they didn't stick up for me." The drama escalated when Costner's contract became a moving target.